Hello, PSK team. How you doing? It's Noah Katz. Hope all is well. It is October 9th, 2018. We all pretty much just got off the merchandising call a little while ago for Thanksgiving, getting ready for Thanksgiving. And I just wanted to take a couple of minutes. Thank you for giving me the time. Just wanted to take a couple of minutes and go over some key points, some of my real big takeaways from the merchandising deck. So I would ask you to please take out a pen and just, I'm sure that you have all of this covered already. We've been doing this for so long, but just wanted to give you some of my key takeaways from the Thanksgiving merchandising deck to really make sure we're leveraging as much as possible about getting ready for Thanksgiving. And I'm talking specifically in relation to the PowerPoint presentation deck that's now being emailed to all the stores to help us get ready for Thanksgiving. Again, you probably have all this covered. Most important of all, just before we even begin, remember the whole purpose is to have a great Thanksgiving and to create as much value for your customers as possible. The easier you make it for your customers, the more value you create for your customers, the more they're able to take care of all of our money-saving programs, the better we're going to be. This is all about doing whatever we have to do to create value for our amazing customers. So that's the context of this whole talk. Okay, it's all about planning, nothing new here. You got to start planning now. You know, the Thanksgiving holiday season is 4 weeks away. You got to plan in so many different ways. You got to be organized, you know, from the back room, start getting organized now where things are going to go and where things are going to be staged so that you have the merchandise ready for Thanksgiving week. You know, your planning of your back room all the way to the sales floor, knowing where every last display is going to go for your customers on the sales floor. Start thinking about that now, where all this stuff is going to go in the back room and on the sales floor. You know, most important, with this PowerPoint deck that's being emailed around, have a meeting with your department manager team. Here's my suggestion. Print the PowerPoint deck. You're probably doing this already. Print every page of the PowerPoint deck and literally use every last page like a checklist. Okay, there's literally nothing in that PowerPoint deck that isn't useful. Literally go through it line by line with your department managers like a checklist. And I want to make a note and execute on everything, by the way. I want to make a note in that PowerPoint deck. As we all know, some of the pages in that deck are 10-10 data reports. Your top 100 items in produce, your top 50 items in deli, your top 50 items in grocery. There's item lists in that PowerPoint deck with order numbers, and there's also 10-10 data reports. Please make a special section of those 10-10 data reports and give them to your department managers and make sure they're ordering everything on those 10-10 data reports. And I want to make a special note about those 10-10 data reports. All the way on the right-hand column of those reports, you will see store count. Okay, at the time that those reports were taken last year, there were 91 stores in the entire Foodtown Cooperative. If you only see where 60 stores carried an item and 30 stores didn't, now first of all, hopefully PSK carried it in all of our stores. But if you see where a store count, an item is a top selling item, and it was only in 60 of the 90 stores, you know that item could have done even better. So you want to really look at your store count and you want to look at your top items in every category. Those 10-10 data sheets are so helpful. Literally hand them to the department managers and say, my produce manager, here's the top 20 items from last year. Make sure they're all displayed. Use those data reports. Okay, the devil is in the details. Write down those data reports. I want to make a note. Like I saw on the bottom of one of those data reports, it said brownie platters, right? Brownie platters. You got to make 10 brownie platters and put them out like every other day. You know, the devil's in the details. Look through those data reports. Okay, challenge your team to raise the bar this year. Okay, everybody. All the department managers should know exactly how much business they did every single day in, you know, the 10 days leading up to Thanksgiving. Your produce manager, your deli manager, your meat manager, everybody should have their sales figures on an index card, and everybody should be trying to beat the amount of business that they did last year for the same day before Thanksgiving. You know, the day before Thanksgiving, the Wednesday, the Tuesday, the Monday, the Sunday, so on and so forth. Let's make sure everybody knows their sales figures and, of course, their labor numbers. You know, planning for labor is crucial. Okay, on a holiday like Thanksgiving, I loved what they said on the presentation about, you know, plan early, like bake your pie. You know you're going to have to bake 500 pies in some of these high volume stores. maybe ask someone to bake them overnight. Get them out of the way. It's no problem. You know you're going to sell them. So labor planning, think outside the box. Delivery planning, start thinking about all your deliveries with C&S, and more importantly, your direct vendors. Don't assume that your direct vendors are necessarily organized. Okay, you have to talk to every one of your direct vendors. Literally print a list of every one of your direct vendors and have a one-on-one conversation with every direct vendor. When are you coming? What are your delivery days going to be? What are your key items? How many are you bringing me? Like literally, you have to do their work for them. Don't take it for granted that your direct vendors have everything under control. Okay, very, very important. Start planning now with your direct vendors. This goes for all your departments. Okay. A couple of key points. Actually, I watched the presentation with Sydney. He agreed with everything I was saying here. He helped me put some of this list together. But he also said a minor item, just one little thing: heavy cream, whipped cream, half and half. All your creams that come from the milk company, your different sizes. Okay, keep a 1 week supply ahead on all these items so you don't run out. The devil is in the details on all these sleeper items. Make sure we don't run out. Let's just talk last but not least, and then we'll be done, the distro sheets and the power buys. Okay, so like there was a distro sheet on Betty Crocker cake mixes. Betty Crocker cake mixes are always on sale the first week of Thanksgiving. Duncan Hines is always on sale the second week of Thanksgiving. So there was a distro sheet on Betty Crocker cake mixes. Take advantage of that distro sheet. You're saving 10 cents a unit. You're going to sell the merchandise anyway. So if you're in the grocery, coordinate with Tony Rosado. Make sure all the distro sheets from the merchandising deck were all filled out and submitted like in the next couple days. You don't have a lot of time. So take advantage. For example, the butter. You know you're going to sell that butter anyway. It's coming up on sale. They gave us a special deal at the end of the PowerPoint presentation. Take advantage of that deal. Okay, you're going to sell it anyway. Okay, fill out all the distro sheets, the power buys. Let's get that in this week. Most of all, that's pretty much all I had. Want to thank you. These are just my observations, and we really appreciate everything you're doing. There's going to be a lot of hard work over the next, 8 weeks. We got Model Store Day coming up. A lot of work getting these stores ready. Start planning now. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? And we really appreciate all your hard work. Share this video with your team and make it a great, great day. Thank you so much. Bye.